in my KF console video, when I said, at the end of that video, I said, what could possibly happen next, 2020. And then fast forward to Christmas. After that video, I go home. I go to my parents' house, hour and a half away from where I am now, and turn to the NFL Network because me and my dad were gonna, watch some football. Had a game on, and then they give us this notice, explosion, and they start showing the tweets from the Tennessee Titans, and I'm like, what? Explosion? My first initial thought, someone set a bomb. And then I was like, then I retract. I was like, no, it could have been, an accident or something. Then they kept showing tweets. I'm like, yo, from the way these people are talking, from the way they're wording this was a bomb. This was planted. This was intentional. And then after that, they stopped talking about it. They started talking about football. I didn't watch anything. So I wanted my first interaction with the video to be with you guys. It's 2020. Let's just get into this. This is going to be brought by CNN because I know nothing. I don't know what's going on. I got recommendations for other videos. I just figured I'd, pull up a CNN clip and watch it. Hopefully they show something. I want to see the footage of it happen. I'm pretty sure I could have probably went to other places. There are other places on here that they're trying to show gunshots. See, now they didn't say nothing about gunshots on the NFL Network, of course. But it was all new yesterday, so let's just hop into it. All right, here we go.
New and dramatic details this hour in the urgent investigation into a Christmas morning explosion. Police say officers responded to reports of gunfire in downtown Nashville early this morning when they stumbled on an RV playing a recorded warning that a bomb would detonate within 15 minutes. Officers then sprinted to clear the area, and then the RV delivered on that promise. That is the sound of sheer terror in the magnitude of that explosion. At a news conference last hour, police say quick action by first responders saved lives.
They went to the residential areas on 2nd Avenue and did their best to get people to safety. Obviously, they heard the announcements coming from this vehicle. They took them seriously and were working to seal the streets, to protect folks. And we think it worked. We think lives were saved by those officers doing just that.
Look!
Some heroic actions, no doubt. The explosions happened near the AT&T building in the downtown corridor. The building is the tallest in the state. The scenes show the explosion's destructive power. 2nd Avenue now lined with charred trees and shattered glass. The city's mayor says the explosion damaged 20 buildings in the area. The Tennessee governor says he'll commit whatever resources are required to find out who was responsible. Miraculously, only 3 people were injured, and doctors say those injuries are not life-threatening. Authorities say that as of now, they have no motive and no suspects, though local FBI officials are already taking control of the investigation. Let's get right to CNN security correspondent Josh Campbell. Josh, federal law enforcement getting involved very quickly here. What are your sources telling you about this incident?
3 injured.
Yeah, hi, Bianna. We've talked to so many sources, and at this point, the reason why we're not hearing details is because we're told that, in a sense, they're simply baffled. They don't have many leads right now on specifically what transpired. The details at this point just so bizarre. As you mentioned, authorities were called just after the 6 o'clock hour there in downtown Nashville to reports of shots fired, that obviously bringing authorities down to that location. And when they got there, they heard this sound coming from this parked RV saying that this this bomb would detonate in 15 minutes. Authorities then working very quickly to try to move people out of that area. Obviously, early morning on a Christmas day, there weren't a lot of people, but there was at least one residential building there nearby as well. And as you mentioned, about 15 minutes after they heard that explosion happened, just a massive explosion. I talked to one law enforcement source who says that the amount of explosives that were in that vehicle is something that they haven't seen, at least in modern memory, in the United States, certainly, even in other places around the world. So just causing sheer chaos down there and obviously widespread destruction. Now, what we don't yet know from authorities is whether anyone was inside that vehicle whenever it was detonated, whether the person who may have made this device was a casualty or whether they have a manhunt underway. I just talked to a law enforcement source before we came on the air who said that they still don't know. They're processing that scene in order to try to determine whether there was anyone inside the vehicle. We do know that the Federal Bureau of Investigation is now the lead agency working with their federal partners. We're told that they are surging resources from other offices to try to assist in gathering information. I am told by a law enforcement source that there were no known credible threats to the Nashville area that would indicate any type of attack on or before Christmas. And so really, Bianna, authorities just baffled right now about this event that took place. We do know that based on what transpired, it does not look as though this person who committed this act was trying to cause mass loss of life for the very fact that there was this warning, this voice recording that was going off. So very puzzling, and a very large investigation underway right now by state, federal, local authorities, Bianna.
Yeah, so bizarre. I continue to be stunned when I look at those live shots there of the devastation there from the explosion. And Josh, what was interesting from the police chief is that while he said he's not talking about any leads, he also asked the public for any help, any information that they could provide. What does that tell you as far as where?
Okay, I'm going to stop it there for me, because I just wanted to see what was transpiring. Like, my goodness, look at these. So, like I said, confusing. So there were gunshots to draw people there, but there was also the message, the recording message coming from, what was it, a van or the vehicle, the van, get away. So he intentionally, they didn't want to take anyone's life, but they also want to be noticed. They want to be seen. They want to be heard. Oh man, we're dealing with a very unique individual right here. Or individuals who says it could be more than one person. I'm baffled. I don't know what to say. Damage, what? Is it 20 buildings? Wow. And just think about that. That's just from one explosion. One big explosion. Like, how much force was generated in that? Oh my goodness. In these pictures, I just want to look at that. I mean, it's a freaking war zone. It looked like a freaking war zone. It looked like the place just got, well, it did get bombed, but like from a war or something. Yo. And it's completely random. Completely random, like they even mentioned here, there were no other warnings that something was going to happen. I think they don't have any other warnings that something's going to happen afterwards. You can guarantee that the person or persons that did this are watching. I'm pretty sure that they're happy with themselves, or they may be upset. They may want to go bigger. I don't think this is a one-off. I think they're going to come back. He or she or them or that. I think they're going to come back, or him. And next time they may try to go bigger. This is scary. Just out of the blue, on Christmas, massive explosion. This caused millions. I'm sure this is millions and millions in damage. Like, the only thing that we can do now, I mean, they're gonna do their investigation. Let's hope they get something out of it, to where they can get to the person or persons responsible before they strike again, before they plan another bomb again. Because who knows next time? Even though they don't have the intention to kill anyone, there's no guarantee. Maybe next time someone may not be fast enough to get away, and this is a pretty big explosion, massive for what it is, and they may not. That person, people may not be able to get away. That's all I'm saying, and it could be far worse. Let's just hope that they can get to them, and if they do plan on doing another one, nip it in the bud. And that's all I got for this video. Thank you guys for stopping by. This has been my reaction. Let me know what you think about this whole situation in the comment section. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.